it's loading.
I think it worked.
It worked?
Yeah, it says recording to YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, it just worked on mine. Okay, great. Now I'm going to share my screen. Okay, sorry. Second. Okay. So now I'm going to share my screen to the Loom browser. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Um, I'm presenting Loom, and I'm sharing it through my screen. I'm using Loom's website, so you can see the interface now. Loom is available for Windows and Mac, and it can also be used directly in the web, like I'm using now. Loom is a closed source software, meaning that the code is not publicly available. And my impression of Loom is that it's very like simple and clean. I think it's great for like small assignments in class or small things for work. And it records directly to the cloud. So once this recording ends, it automatically generates a link, which is super easy to share. Um, Loom offers both paid and free versions. This is a free version and allows screen and camera recording, and a bunch of just like basic features, but the paid version will allow for like longer recording times, higher video quality, and advanced editing options. Some pros and cons of Loom is that it's really easy to use, but it does require internet access, and the free version does have limits on time. I think that Loom is the best for tutorials and walkthroughs and presentations where a live meeting isn't necessary. And I think compared to Zoom recordings, Loom is way quicker to start, and easier to share since there's an automatic link. Yeah, that's the overview of Loom as a screen recording tool. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and allow someone else to.
Okay, so I'm showcasing QuickTime Player. I'm gonna share my screen. Um, I'll gotta request it.
Yeah, it should work now.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna share my whole screen here because essentially all you have to do, it's already installed on the Mac because it's a Mac OS software. So you would go to your dock right here, you double click, and you can click new screen recording audio or movie. You can also download it if it doesn't come on your device for whatever reason. You can download it through the Apple website. Um, yeah, so it's not natively available for Windows or Linux because they discontinued the Windows version. So it's a Mac only tool essentially. This also means that it's a closed source software since it's developed and maintained by Apple. And then my impression is just it's very simple, it's clean, it's reliable. There's not a lot of troubleshooting you'll have to do. Uh, it's just mainly focused on recording and um, basic playback and editing, which makes it easy to use. And then in terms of recording, it records locally, meaning the file saves directly to your computer rather than to the cloud. And then you can choose where to save it, and it usually exports as a .mov file. Um, and then unlike Zoom cloud recordings, it doesn't automatically upload anything online. And then the pros are it's free for Mac users. It's very simple and beginner friendly. There's no watermarks. It's high quality. You don't need internet connection for it. You can record offline if you need to. And then cons are that it's Mac only, that you can't really get it on Windows. The editing features are very limited. There's not much you can do. It's very bare bones. There's no built-in cloud storage. There's no advanced recording controls like scene switching. And then compared to Zoom recordings, QuickTime is best suited for situations where you want to record something offline or you want to record a portion of your screen because it's a lot harder to do that on Zoom because it gives you a
Alert.
I don't know what that was. It gives you a option to record any part of your screen. It's like a box that it shows up. Um, yeah, and then like if you don't want the Zoom interface visible, then it's good for that. Um, And then Zoom's better when you need cloud storage, if you're recording meetings with multiple participants, or if you need automatic transcription. Um, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my impression on or my overview on Quick Player. And I'm gonna stop sharing and move it on to Charlotte.
Okay, now I'm gonna share my screen. So I just sent a request for sharing it. Um, so now I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, so I did Komodo. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, here are like all my old assignments or like the original assignment I did and then some of my failed recordings. So it kind of looks like the Zoom cloud, but it's a little bit different. The free version is open source and it's available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. If you get the paid version, which is Komodo IDE, that's closed source, and then it does record straight to the cloud, and then it automatically generates you a link through those. And it's like my impression of it is that it's powerful, professional, and useful for programming projects. So that's, I think, more what it's tailored towards. It also has advanced debugging tools and supports multiple languages. But sometimes Komodo can feel kind of hard for beginners compared to similar apps, maybe like Loom or QuickTime Player. Um, it's ideal compared to Zoom when you need to demonstrate technical or coding tasks that Zoom alone cannot capture clearly. And then there's free versus paid versions. So I'm on the free one, which is a basic code editor, open source and lightweight. Komodo IDE is paid and it has advanced debugging and version control integration, and interactive development tools, and it's better for people who are professional programmers. Some pros is that it has cross-platform compatibility, supports many programming languages and professional development tools, and it's highly customizable. The cons are that it's not very beginner friendly. The paid version is expensive and there's no built-in screen recording, and it can feel overwhelming at first. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now.
Okay, I'll ask to share now. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll be presenting it's called Tela. It's an AI software I found. So it's browser-based screen recorder that lets users record their screen, webcam, and audio at the same time. It's commonly used for presentations, tutorials, and recorded assignments. Tela works on Mac, Windows, and Linux since it runs directly in a web browser, so no download is required. It's a closed source software, meaning the company owns and controls the code. Recordings are primarily saved to the cloud, which makes them easy to edit and share, but you can also download them locally on your computer. What makes Tela so different from basic screen recorders is its AI-supported editing features. It helps organize recordings into scenes and makes trimming and rearranging clips simple, which allows users to create more polished videos without advanced editing skills. Compared to Zoom recordings, Tela is better for pre-recorded presentations and tutorials since it allows you to do multiple takes and editing before finalizing your video. And then Zoom is more suited for live meetings and group discussions. Tela offers both a free and a paid version. I'm right now on the free trial. The free version includes basic recording and editing tools with some limits, while the paid version provides more storage, longer recording time, and additional editing features. But overall, Tela is a modern and efficient AI-powered screen recording tool that works especially well for polished presentations. And yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's our group's presentation. I'm gonna end the meeting now and add the link to the assignment. Thank you.